Welcome back to another episode of OverSoul Overland, where we explore the wilds within while traversing this beautiful wilderness we know to be our inheritance. Today we're traveling down a familiar road, and as East Tennessee has graced us with its first big snow in this new year, we can't help but feel that the earth is singing the song of the heart of its creator, which again reminds us that today is a new day, and we can rejoice in it. We can experience the wonder of the newness of the moment, and in that we know we are free, and that we are washed as white as snow. So without further ado, let's get to some trail riding through some icy conditions in one of our favorite places to be. So we watch these trees bow down low and swing low in the valley, while we're just gonna shift down and have us a good old time. So hang on tight. Stay tuned for the beauty that we don't always get to see out here. Tucked in between the mountains, we're protected from storms and tornadoes and hurricanes, so unfortunately, that means we're often protected from snow too. So in this area, this is a welcome and rare sight. See everything in this beautiful condition. We just loved it. We had to escape to the mountains for a day, take it all in and make some beautiful memories. As many of the locals know, we've been having some abnormal weather this year. We had one other snow similar to this, and it was 70 degrees before, literally the day before, and it dropped to the 20s. So we didn't expect this to last long. That in mind, we just had to go and experience it for ourselves. To get out, to walk on faith, and drive by faith. Not always be 100% prepared, but willing to accept the things that come our way. And in that, well, as you can see, just leads to all types of fun. people come up here to be alone, to take a collective pause and process the happenings of their life, or just clock out mentally. But for us, it's a place to go and experience the presence of God. You see, when you're up there, you can't help but think of all the scriptures that refer to mountains. It's mentioned so many times in the Bible. And as we round the turn, we see this whitewashed wonderland. It reminds us of the beauty and power of God. And in that, it's always fun. There's always a deeper level of peace. Some try to find it in silence, but silence isn't everlasting. Some find it in self-reliance, or at least try to. But there comes a day where your strength will fail, and you can't rely on yourself. Some just like the culture, being out there in a volunteer state, waving at passers-by, seeing them and their families having a good old time, and you and your family having a good old time. But for us, it's to see this timeless land express a collective sigh of praise because the Creator is still alive, His promises are still true, and as we go down the road, we learn something new every time. And in the midst of all this beauty, we gotta take the time to appreciate the little things. So, to Brian and Tia, happy anniversary. God bless you. As we start to gain altitude, you start to see the drop-off on the left and the climbing hills on the right. And the snow's starting to get a little deeper. And you start to realize that this isn't quite like what it was back in town, or as we approach this region. We're actually starting to see more than a few inches of snow, which again, here is so rare. So this is where the excitement starts to build. And we start to really appreciate this opportunity to be here. And we're laughing and we're enjoying it. And ice is falling into the truck as we're looking out the sunroof trying to get a better angle. It's the type of thing that you can't help but enjoy. Even the water is dancing down its normal path. So we just got stuck because the truck powered down. We left the lights on and the key in there, and we had to rely on somebody else to get us the quick start we needed to get back on the trail. As far as goofy mistakes, I had the right cords and cables, I just didn't have another vehicle. So everybody was astonished when this dude pulled out cords that didn't need to be attached to another vehicle. Naturally, that means I gotta get it. Don't be like me, just go to Walmart, spend a little extra, save yourself the trouble. So after chasing some waterfalls resulted in the battery choking out in the cold, getting a jump start from a friendly stranger, we decided it'd be a good idea to try and do some donuts in the snow. Naturally, snow wasn't quite deep enough. There's rocks and gravel underneath here, and my truck had way too much traction. So instead, we just kind of drove in a strange figure eight. I had a good time trying to make something happen that just wasn't gonna happen today. And as I thought about it, I'm like, I really don't want to mess up this campsite either, so it is what it is. After this conveniently funny fail, we decided it was time to get ready to wrap up and head on to the deeper snow, because that kind fellow who gave us a jump start was telling us that there was 10 inches on the other side of the mountain. So until next time, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like, maybe even check out our Discord. Maybe you'll see where we're riding and be a part of the next event. To all my friends out there, you have a safe and happy day, and we'll see you next time, wherever the roads intersect. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on OverSoul Overland.